These are amazing caramel bugles. Good morning. I'm Sarah, and welcome to my kitchen. And I'm going to make caramel bugles. This is a really simple, easy treat for kids, especially at Christmas time when you have a whole bunch of little ones coming in and running around. They absolutely love these. So most of this is done on a stove. So you need a big bag of bugles, a family size. All right, so now I'm going to take 2 sticks of butter, and I've got a pan that I've got on medium heat. I'm going to melt the butter. This is just a really, really simple recipe. And sorry for the lighting. I'm up early before everybody gets up because everybody's home for Christmas. Okay. 3 tablespoons of water. Oopsie, sorry. And 1 cup of sugar. Okay, so we're going to mix this all together. The butter's still melting. Okay, one thing I usually do is I cut the butter in half so it melts a little faster, and I did not do that. So I'm going to grab a knife and do that, just so it melts a little quicker. Okay, so we're going to prepare the rest while that's going. Okay, so now you're going to need a big bowl, and you're going to want to spray it or butter it. This is just such a fun snack. And you don't have to do this at Christmas. You can do this in the summer, family reunions where you have a lot of little kids that like these bugle finger foods. It's just so good. Okay, so I'm going to get that going a little hotter. Okay, so for this recipe, you need an 8-ounce bag of bugles. So I have a family size, so I'm only going to use half of them. So I'm going to put half of them in the buttered greased bowl. You can buy the smaller bag, but everything was like picked over at the store, so I ended up with the family. Otherwise, you can, if you want to use the whole family size, you can double this recipe for the sauce, just so you have the right ratio. Okay, that was kind of loud on there. Okay, so basically we're making caramel for the top of this. All right, so if you have a Candied thermometer, we're going to 240 degrees, which is the softball stage. If you don't, you just need to watch until it starts pulling away from the side of the pan, and then it's done. And so basically this caramel coating then will completely coat the bugles, and then you just lay it out on a piece of parchment paper to dry, and it's really as simple as that. But I'm going to try to get this sauce so I can show you what it looks like. So after everything melts, you don't want to stir it anymore. You want to just let it do its thing to get to the softball stage. And if you're having coffee, I'm going to take a sip. So I'm on recipe 63 of 64. The next recipe is going to be my daughter's favorite for Christmas. So I'm going to make a French silk pie. So look forward to that. That's I'm going to make that up tonight, or maybe tomorrow, just so it's fresh. But it is a little bit more involved, but it is the best pie, like ever. So a homemade French silk pie, and it's really not that hard. So I've done a ton of stuff with cranberries, a ton of cookies. I haven't done too many pies, and I am actually a pie lover, so I'm gonna try to focus on some pies over the next couple of weeks too. And then my channel is going to switch to comfort foods for the month of January. So soups, stews, casseroles, different comfort foods because we have to live out of the oven up here. We're way in northern Minnesota, so we really have to do everything inside for the next couple of months. So I'll be sharing a bunch of those type of recipes. I'm still making those here to feed my family because believe me, we don't just eat desserts, like 64 different kinds of desserts, but it was a special series I wanted to do for my channel. So, okay, we're getting there here. So like I said, we're just trying to get this to the softball stage. So if you have a thermometer, 240 degrees. If you don't, I'm just going to watch for it to start pulling away from the pan. I think it takes about 4 minutes. I think it's sometimes hard to make these cooking videos because there is a lot of just like standing around. I gotta make sure my mic's on, waiting for things to happen. So sometimes I cut them out, but not quite there yet. So did you ever do this as a kid? I did just stick my fingers in the bowl, but we're eating them here, so they're not. Oh. So the bugles aren't made the same because you can't get your finger. Maybe little kids can. In all of them. There we go. I guess I have big fingers. Need a really big one for my thumb. Try it. You'll feel like a kid. Oop. Oh, that didn't work. My fingers are probably too big. Throw that one away. Okay, I think we're getting close. I'm going to give it about 1 more minute. It's just like being in the kitchen with your best friend. You drink coffee. Okay, I'm going to get the parchment paper ready. So I'm just going to lay some parchment paper out to dump these into on when we're done. So just going to lay it out. Okay, I think we're at the softball stage, so I'm going to shut that off. Pour over the top. And then you just coat them. Oh, they smell so good. Okay, so they're going to look like this. And then all we're going to do is lay them out over parchment. Like that. And that is it. As soon as they dry, they are set to go. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe of the caramel bugles, and your family is going to love these.